All right, it says here that we are live. What is up, everybody? What is up, freak bitches? Yeehaw, motherflowers. This is episode 220 of the Team Heel podcast. We are now live here on YouTube.com. That is right, motherflowers. Thank you all for listening to this podcast live each and every single week. If you can't catch this podcast live, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. All right, it's not like we're gonna come after you with pitchforks and how dare you not catch the show live now. The good thing that it's on YouTube now is that you're able to listen to the playback in its raw format. So you get to hear the botches and mistakes that we make from time to time. Now, this podcast is also available, just letting you know, on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play Music, also over at the TuneIn Radio. We're no longer on SoundCloud no more. Just saying, we're not on SoundCloud no more. It happens, okay? It is what it is, okay? But thank you all. Thank you. You can follow the Team Heel podcast on Twitter at Team Heel Podcast, where we, from time to time, will tweet, what have you. As always, though, I am the man himself. It's me. It's Steve. Back at it one more time. I'm not alone here. I'm joined here by my co-host, from, as always, my brother from another mother, all the way from the mean streets of Bridgeport, Connecticut himself, Walter. Walter, how the fuck have you been, buddy?
I've been splendid. Can you hear me?
I hear you, dude. I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know why, but my parents decided to call my cousin, and they're being a little noisy. But so if you hear them, I do apologize. But
it's all good, bro. It's all good. What's up, Big Mike? What is up?
I am doing splendid. It's Friday. It's payday. Well, not really, because I had to waste most of my money, but it's all good.
You telling me, dude? Let's take this up a step. I'm gonna pour me some of this beloved, nice, delicious iced tea from the good people over at Snapple, by the way.
A Snapple diet iced tea?
Hell no, dude. This is regular.
Oh,
peach.
Come on.
Sorry, it's diet peach.
Is it really diet? No way.
Hell yeah, it's diet, bro. Hell yeah, it's diet, bro.
I don't believe it.
It is diet. I'm drinking diet iced tea right now. I kid you not, dude. On everything. So, Walter, you're blowing money right now on cars, and here I am waiting for WrestleMania. Like, tickets went on sale today, and I was about to buy tickets. I really was, but things happen, okay? Things happen. Let's leave it at that. But, dude, this week alone has been crazy. We got literally 2 pay-per-views coming up. I mean, 2 shows, if you will, coming up this weekend. We got Takeover, War Games coming up, and Survivor Series 2017. Literally in just a couple hours, like literally tomorrow, it's Takeover, War Games, and Sunday is Survivor Series, guys. What we're going to be doing tonight is doing our predictions of both shows. What do we think about the show? Who's going to win? All that fun stuff. And as well, we're going to be talking about some couple news that happened this week. Couple of big breaking news that happened. As you know, Walter, yesterday the big news came out as everyone's favorite wrestler from last year, right? The man who has a fighting chance if you use 2 hands. The one, the only, James Ellsworth. James Ellsworth was granted his release this week.
Oh, he asked for it?
Apparently, he was granted. Apparently, I don't think he asked for it. They just gave him his release.
What do you mean? Like, you mean they just straight up released him?
Well, I don't know if you I don't know if you watched SmackDown or not. I don't know if you watched SmackDown or not, Walter. Because again, I don't blame you if you don't.
No, I saw what happened to him last time. He got beat up by Becky Lynch, right?
So during the European tour, they did the big angle where all the women beat up. All the women from the SmackDown locker room beat up James Ellsworth. So I guess that was them writing him off, or as goodbye, if you will. And then the next day, literally the company, they announced that he had been released from the company. They put a statement saying WWE has come to terms to the release of WWE superstar James Ellsworth. We wish Ellsworth the best in all future endeavors. So yeah, you think about it, right? I know a lot of people were trashing on him. There's some that actually, for some reason, were praising Ellsworth. Oh my God, Ellsworth, this amazing thing in the world. I'll be real with you. As far as him making his money, good for him, because he did. Let's be real about it, right? He got a recognition, all the hell you want. But let's keep it 100. He was a waste of roster space. Keep it 100 with that.
I mean, you know, at first maybe, but then he was like, I thought he found his role a little bit. I didn't know what they were gonna do after him. Actually, after all that AJ Styles stuff, because that's what he was known for, feuding with AJ Styles, beating him several times, and people were mad. Well, honestly, this guy got a reaction. And even when he was a heel, he got a reaction. So, I mean, James Ellsworth, I thought he used his time really good in WWE. Yeah, he's not really a great wrestler. He doesn't have the look, and he looks funny, but he knew how to make the audience react to him, whether it was good or bad. A lot of wrestlers lack that nowadays, and so that's impressive from a guy who really doesn't have to wrestle to get a reaction like that. Especially when he was a face, everyone was happy. He fucking was in the Royal Rumble. Got some. He even had he did something at Mania, right? I'm pretty sure he had like some type of Mania moment. And
I don't
he was
think he
part of the
did.
first ever women's Money in the Bank match.
Well,
Think about that.
well, let's reflect back on Ellsworth, okay? Because again, I feel like the guy was a waste of roster space, a waste. I remember people just literally last year like praise. I remember YouTubers just going crazy for, oh, he's awesome, he's the next coming, whatever. Like, get the fuck out of here. No, he's not. Okay. Again, I praise the fucker for making his money. He did. Okay. He came in as a jobber. Let's remember that, right? He came in to be an enhancement talent for freaking Braun Strowman on Raw. Right?
Yeah.
Remember that? And then from there, oh my god, everyone fell in love with him. Like literally everyone's like Facebook, like literally like their picture profile and their Twitter profile was James Ellsworth. You know what I mean? They signed the WWE. He had arguably the #1 shirt sold in WWE shop
That plain ass shirt.
for a while. The plain shirt with his fucking face on. Yeah, that. Sold more shirts than Roman Reigns and I believe Cena to an extent. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on it. But you get the gist, okay? You get the gist.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say, man. James Ellsworth, he made the most out of his opportunity. That's all I can really say. You know, I didn't like him like that, but you know, the fact that he got all this shit, numerous title matches, and yeah, it was supposed to be a joke, but the fact that AJ Styles even, kind of in a way gave him that spotlight to let him win some matches that obviously were kind of fluky, but that was weird, and that's what got him a contract at the end of the day. And then after that, the stuff with Carmella, I thought it was kind of weird at first, but I kind of grew into it, and he served his purpose. At the end of the day, I thought he made the most of what he did, and he definitely, to me, earned the money he's made, WWE, believe it or not. And it was short-lived, but I think he did solid. I think he, like I said, made the most out of his opportunity.
And I get you. I think end of the day, it's one of those things where again, he's gone, but I think he's leaving humbly. Even on Twitter, he said, "You know what? I'm gone, but I still have the most important job, that's being a father to his daughter and all that shit." And so, good for him. You know what I mean? At least he's leaving humbly. You know what I mean? Apparently, also, it's been reported that he's asking for a $1,500 on indie booking fee, and I guess also like 50-50 split on anything involving the autographs that he does, like the meet and greets and shit like that. So you gotta understand, like, now that he's in WWE, because he was there, right? He has now a say, like, he has pull now. Like, a lot of these guys that leave WWE, right, to go to the indies and shit, they get pull, Even to an extent, Emma, which we'll get into just a little bit as well.
Oh, man.
But other than that, dude, listen, I mean, anyone can say good riddance, ha ha ha. End of the day, you know what? It is what it is. It's funny. I read this report. I think it was from, Wrestling Sheet. I could be wrong here, but it was on the Sheet Radio, right, from the people of Wrestling Sheet. And what they were saying is that one of the original plans, apparently one of the guys on the show, right, one of the topics on the show was regarding James Ellsworth, like one of the plans, because again, one of the guys on the show used to be a writer for WWE, right? So one of the idea that he said was an idea that they had was to have James Ellsworth challenge for the SmackDown Women's title.
Oh my God!
At Wrestle, so it's like the idea was, okay, he is identifying himself as a woman, if you will.
Oh, but didn't Santino do some shit like this?
Yeah, but at least, Santino dressed in drag though. Remember that? Santino dressed in drag.
Yeah. And
But
they would have James Ellsworth identify as a woman and keep the name.
I don't know, but the idea was that James Ellsworth was gonna identify himself as a woman. It's like this YouTuber, Yo Vicky. She's a white girl, but she claims to be black, if you will, right? Like that almost, I guess, in a way. And she was gonna challenge, I guess Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's title, or whoever it was. Which, thank God they didn't do. When you think about it, thank God they didn't do. But
that sounds horrible.
I know.
Oh my God. That is bad, man.
Well, this fuck? I know, but in this PC world that we live in now and shit,
that ain't gonna happen either. But
ain't happening now.
Even if it did, that would still be bad.
You imagine
God.
Like, you imagine the backlash they would have gotten for that, yeah? Just saying.
Yeah, that's why they quit. And now he was being treated like a dog.
I know. Quit like a dog, bro. But other than that, again, good. You can say good riddance if you want. It's up to you, really.
Yeah. Oh well.
I know. Also in the news, Jack Swagger, dude. Jack Swagger.
He's in the news?
Apparently, dude, he is apparently giving up on pro wrestling. He's give up.
Giving up? More like he's charging too much, I think.
No. Apparently now, he has signed a deal with Bellator MMA.
Oh, my God. They really signed this guy.
Yeah.
Bellator's doing anything now. Bellator's doing anything.
Yeah, that is now in the news. Like, yo,
that's breaking news. Why do people still talk about Jack Swagger? That's what I want to know.
Because, dude, that's the news. Like, apparently, he is signed to join the Bellator heavyweight division. And here's the thing, right? Mm-hmm. To be fair, Jack Swagger was a two-time All-American, collegiate All-American in college. He had some wins, believe it or not, as an amateur wrestler. Guess who he's beaten twice?
In wrestling? Amateur wrestling?
Yeah.
Who? Dolph Ziggler?
Cain Velasquez, dude. Cain Velasquez. That's right, dude. Cain fucking Velasquez.
Wow. Hey, man. That's different, though.
Who at one time was a former UFC heavyweight champion.
Exactly, but in the UFC, it's all different, man.
I know it's different. I know it's different. I know everything's weird. I get that. But you know what, dude? Again, it's one of those things right now where I'm going to say this overall. If he feels he can do it, granted, let me see how old he is. I'm curious. How old is Jack Swagger?
30s, right? Or early 30s? I don't fucking know.
We're going to find out right now, guys. Again, guys, it's episode 220 of the TEAMHEEL podcast, guys. Thank you all for tuning in live. You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome because you're listening to us breaking news of Jack Swagger.
I know, right? Get on your knee. Real talk. If he comes to MMA, yo, I hope he walks out to get on your knees, yo.
He ain't going to come out to no WWE theme song. You crazy?
All right, so apparently he'll still be wrestling, by the way. He'll still be wrestling. But, he's 35 years old. He's 35 years old, dude.
Yeah, I told you mid-30s.
Mid-30s. You know what, though? Unlike some other guy, at least he's doing it right. You know what I mean? At least he's not going to the UFC for the money. He's going to Bellator. Okay? For someone like him, I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I just wish him the best. I don't hate Jack Swagger. I just thought he always sucked. He was nothing special. Like, he was a good wrestler and all, but he just... that can't really get you far nowadays. You need to have some type of personality and character. He just really didn't have it. I mean, the thing was that Coulter was the best, he was a part of. But hopefully, yeah, maybe this opportunity works out for him. I mean, it's Bellator. You have chances there.
I know, dude. I know. Well, we'll see what happens. Real talk, though. I hope he has a good run. I hope he has something they're going for him. And I'm not saying fuck you, make him the champ, because I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Okay.
Make him a champ. Make him a champ.
Don't say
To
that, dude.
piss off everyone.
Don't say that, bruh. Don't piss off the people, man. Don't piss off the
I thought he'd be in
humanoids.
TNA by now, to be honest.
Me too, bruh. I thought he was gonna be in TNA too. For some reason, I thought he would be in TNA also, dude. In the zone of impact.
Impact, not TNA, but they got too many names.
I know, dude. I know they got so many names, dude. Now they're GFW. Okay, all you gotta know, dude, they're the Canadian company, okay? They're the Canadian company. All right?
Canadian now.
Yeah, they're Canadian now.
That's crazy. How drastically they declined in popularity.
Nah. Listen, Walter, we're not gonna get into that tonight.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just thinking about it. TNA used to be really popular. Now that I think about it, not really, really popular, but people kind of knew about them. Now it's just crazy. I'm not saying that they suck now, but you definitely see that changes happen. So
change is happening, dude. And you know what? Honestly, dude, it could be good change, but we'll see what happens somewhere along the way, dude. Also in the news, apparently Neville is possibly making his return back to WWE, dude.
Wow, that's the man that we need.
Apparently he walked.
Yeah.
Yes, remember he walked out, but apparently they're planning a return. They're planning to have him come back. Apparently the talk is that he might be coming back sometime by the end of the month in November.
That's the man that we need to destroy the whole cruiserweight division and then move up and then say, fuck y'all. I'm going to do my own shit. Maybe contend for the Intercontinental title. I don't know. Just have Neville do something productive besides being that fucking lame division. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, dude. Listen, man. Listen. End of the day, man.
He's talented, man. Like, you can't be fucking up with talent like that. Like, you already kind of did that with Austin Aries, and now you're going to try to fuck up Neville, too?
I know. All right, dude. But we'll see. I mean, listen, end of the day, they're talking kind of come back. If he does come back, listen, I hope he's not stuck in that division 205 Live. He is above that. Same thing it would have been for someone like Austin Aries if he was still there. Apparently, Austin Aries was on the Jericho podcast, and apparently he didn't even ask for his release.
All right, they straight up released him.
They just straight up released him, which was kind of like, eh.
Nah, there had to be more to it. I don't think they just straight up released him. Like, well, they did. I know Aries didn't request it, but I think his personality probably didn't rub well with some others in the back. That's what I think will happen. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I mean, he's talented, and they fucked it up because he was still. He said he didn't mind being in the division, but they just said creative. He said something about creative. They didn't have anything for him, which was weird. What do you mean creative didn't have anything for him? He could have done something, at least in that division, you would assume.
I know he would have, dude. I know he would have done something for it. But I think at the end of the day, it's just one of those things where, hey, when you're WWE creative and you have all this like crop of amazing talent, and you just don't know what to do with them, you're just like, okay, here we go. We got nothing for you.
Yeah, because, like, how could you not have anything for Austin Aries? That's why I think there's more to the story. Like, you're telling me that you didn't have anything creative for him? Like, what the fuck? Like, he said he didn't even mind being, like, not like a jobber, but he knew he wasn't going to get super pushed or anything, but that made no fucking sense. It's weird how they released him. I think it was because of the injury, too. That was their excuse, right? He was injured at the time, so.
I don't know, dude.
It's just weird. I hope they can't fuck up the Neville situation. They got to try to get him back.
I know. We'll see, dude. We'll go with that. All right. Enough about all the news here. It's all be kind of happy.
In the news.
In the news. Maybe
there has to be one more.
Let's see here. Peru's in the World Cup, dude. Oh shit, forgot about that, dude. Peru's in the World Cup.
You forgot about that. But I think we only care about it. Anyone else doesn't.
Listen to what the fuck are these guys talking about? Yeah, y'all. So Peru's qualified for the FIFA World Cup 2018. They beat New Zealand. Peru qualified for the World Cup for the first time in 36 years. Holy crap. And if you're Peruvian, you would care. If you're not Peruvian, you're like, no one gives a fuck. Understandably so. Well, let's move on here, okay? Let's
Well,
get into...
I think some people care. Some people that like that underdog, and Peru's like that underdog team now, you know? Because, like, think about it. Watch them be that Cinderella team if they do advance past the group stage.
They gotta go all the way to like the quarterfinals and shit like that. And they get
imagine that would be like.
Imagine they hit the third place spot, yo.
Oh my god,
dude! All I'm saying now, don't be surprised. This World Cup, dude, they're gonna be wearing Adidas or Nike, yo.
Well, you would assume they get a deal with at least one of them, but I think if they keep being successful like this, then they could get a deal with a better fucking sponsor.
And if you buy the FIFA video game, they'll have the actual logo of the team.
The logo instead of the flag.
The generic flag. Like, here's a flag with these generic players to look like them and shit.
Hey,
not
Chile
like them.
at one point had the same flag. Then they got their logo because they became good, and now they're in the World Cup.
No. So Chile in FIFA 18 still has the regular flag.
Really? I thought they had the logo.
So does Colombia. What? So does Colombia. And so does Venezuela. Keep this in mind, these teams.
Obviously.
Keep this in mind: Venezuela, Paraguay, Colombia, Chile. They wear Nike or Adidas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
But what about Argentina and Brazil? Got their fucking logo there.
Yeah, but that's Brazil. Come on, bro. Even Uruguay. Uruguay's like another team, but they're generic. It's a generic jersey that they have in the game. It's kind of shitty, but whatever. All right.
No respect for the South American teams.
Moving right along here. I don't know. I don't care about any of this shit right now. Let's get into our predictions here for the big weekend here. We have Takeover War Games. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, okay, guys? I know a lot of people looking at this card, okay, are excited. It's awesome. Yeah, they're bringing back the War Games, yo. And I guarantee a lot of you out there have not even gone back on the network to watch any of the WCW War Games from back in the day. I guarantee you that. A lot of you are going to go in there with no idea what to anticipate, okay? You guys, again, are just looking at this like, okay, it's 2 rings with 1 cage. But let's keep it 100 here, okay? Looking at this card, yes, I'm happy for Andrade Cien Almas. I think honestly, you know what? Someone like him going out there competing for the Edgy Championship has come a long way. I'm happy for someone like him, all you want. But what you think about this card right now, it's just a one-match show. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. This is a one-match show. That's all it really is. It's just the War Games, that's it. And I'm going to say this right now. I believe that Survivor Series 2017 will be the better show of the weekend. I'm going to go on record saying that right now.
I always think it's silly to compare the shows, to be honest.
But that's what fans do nowadays. That's what fans do nowadays.
Like, why would you compare it? That doesn't make any sense. Like, NXT is supposed to be developmental or, something like that. And you're going to compare it to a bigger show that's going to be double the amount of hours that NXT TakeOver is going to be?
I know that, but, dude, it goes back to what I'm saying, though, bruh. That's what the fans do nowadays. They want to compare shit. You get what I'm saying?
That's how you ruin the show. That's how you ruin it for yourself.
That's what they do.
They literally ruin it for themselves doing that.
We compare shit now, and we think that with this exception of, okay, NXT is a better show. It's the alternative WWE, but the reality is part of WWE. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, looking at this card again, it's a 5-match show, but reality just a 1-match card. Okay. Ultra, anything you want to say? You're saying off the air. You want to say it here regarding the takeover and shit like that?
What I say? Let me look at the takeover card. Hold up. Let me pull that up.
I have it here. I have it right here.
No, but okay. So I saw part of the takeover card. I just thought it was pretty. It looks pretty lackluster. I'm not gonna lie. But either way, this show might be, because all the takeover shows end up being good, even when there's lackluster cards. At least most of them end up being good. And then I don't know what I said after that, but I knew that everyone would probably praise this show anyway, and maybe it deserves it, maybe it doesn't. But so far, this card looks like it's not looking that great. So
I know. So let's look at this card, okay? We have here kicking off the show, in my opinion, it's going to be Cassius Ohno versus Lars Sullivan. Because fucking why not? Let's get our new project and Lars Sullivan. Guys, what they because think about it, yo. Lars Sullivan's a talented big guy, all the hell you want. Right now, he's right now is an experiment, something that you build slowly. You don't go right away with him right now. I guarantee you, someone like Lars Sullivan, long run, maybe 2 years from now, is someone that's going to be attacking Roman Reigns in the main event. I guarantee on a filler pay-per-view, on a filler.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Of course, you would not be surprised. But that's the match, though. It's Cassius Ohno versus It's Cassius Ohno versus Lars Sullivan. You know what? Logically, Ohno should win. He should. But like I'm saying, like I was telling you guys, they're really building up this Lars Sullivan guy. So I would not be surprised if they actually have Lars Sullivan just go right through Cassius Ohno like he's gone through Orny Larkin and, Danny Burch and all the other guys they've had Lars Sullivan go over. So I'm going with Lars Sullivan here. Walter, what about you, buddy?
Well, my blender is telling me that...
Your blender's telling you?
It's telling me that Lars Sullivan's probably going to squash Cassius Ohno. Maybe a 5-minute match.
Okay, 5-minute match.
I mean, why not? Why would you have a full match between these two?
I know.
Why? I mean,
I know.
Look, I don't think they care. Like, Cassius Ohno's... he's just there to me now. Like, what has he really done since he's been back? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So, I mean, you're kind of pushing this Lars Sullivan guy, so why not have him, like, win in 5 minutes or something? I don't know.
I know.
You know?
I get you, dude. I hear you. But I'm going with Lars Sullivan here, okay? After this, we have here Aleister Black, who people want to be pushed to the title picture right away, right? He's supposed to be the NXT champ right now, right? By a lot of people.
Happening.
Against the Velveteen Dream. I'm gonna say this: I've enjoyed the build here. This whole notion of Velveteen Dream wanted to be acknowledged by Aleister Black. Say my name, and all that stuff, right? I dig that. I think it's cool the way they've built to this match. However, whose momentum do you freaking derail now? You get what I'm saying? Whose momentum?
You derail the Velveteen Dreams.
Nah. So here's the thing about it. I say this match goes to a no contest. That's what I think is going to happen. This match will go to a no contest, where this will continue going forward, maybe to the tapings coming up. But I think it would be stupid to have one of them lose right now. I think these two guys right now have so much momentum going in that you need to establish some of these guys. You need to establish them even more. So to have them lose now is just not going to happen.
Well, my blender's going to tell me this prediction again. So, I'm looking at the age difference, and the Velveteen Dream is my age. So that is...
Patrick Clark, dude.
He has a future. He definitely has a future. If you're in the NXT TakeOver card at the age of 22, then damn, man. It don't matter. You win automatically because you're pretty damn young. And, you can go places, whether it's a character change or anything like that. But I think he's doing good so far. And I'm going to have Aleister Black lose, to be honest. I mean, it's either he's going to win or, like you say, a no contest. But I think he might just win, to be honest. I think this is another match for Aleister Black to win. And they're waiting the right time to try to get into that NXT title scene. I just already see it. I mean, I don't completely agree, but clearly there's something that they like with this guy. So.
You know what? The thing with Velveteen Dream, he reminds me of... He's one of those guys that's a character. You get what I'm saying? It's like in Ring of Honor, Dalton Castle. He's a character. You know what I mean? None of this, I'm macho, I'm a bro. No, like, he's a character.
Yeah, he's just playing his character, and it suits him. And, because people know his background, too, because some people watch Tough Enough. They know that this guy, he actually cares about the business, and he knows he has to get a gimmick and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
It's a weird gimmick, but... at least he's trying to make it work, And of course, the guy who doesn't win tough enough is the most successful one out of all of them, it seems. At least as far as the men go.
I know. Walter's blender, clap, clap, clap. Walter's blender.
Yeah, it doesn't want to talk NXT for some reason.
I know, right?
Shake my damn head.
Well, shake the damn lid. His lid.
The lid.
The lid. I know. So, after this, we have here, which should main event, but it's not. For the NXT Championship, we have Drew McIntyre defending the championship against Andrade Cien Almas, accompanied by Zelina Vega. As you all know, I'm a huge fan of Andrade Cien Almas. That are not NXT right now. He's amazing. All the hell you want. I think somewhere long run, Andrade Cien Almas will be a future Intercontinental Champion on the main roster. That's my belief. Okay? He will be a future Intercontinental Champion. And I think, you know what? NXT right now. Now, keep this in mind too. Keep this in mind also. As we speak right now, as this live show / recording, NXT right now is having a house show, I believe, in San Antonio, where Adam Cole is getting a shot at the NXT title. So we don't even know if McIntyre going in tomorrow it will be the champion. We don't even know. He could be, maybe not, at this point in juncture. Okay? Now, for all we know, this could end up being a singles match, non-title, what have you. At the same time, I would prefer that the title goes back to a heel. So even if it's almost awesome, but reality, if McIntyre is to retain against Adam Cole, which I doubt he will, but whatever, I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre here. Because I don't think they're going to drop the belt, to have McIntyre drop the belt in his first takeover defense. It's not happening. Unless you're Sami Zayn, but fuck, you know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, so this match, obviously the NXT title should always be the main event. Clearly, based off the previous events. I mean, I know sometimes they do change it up a bit, which is fine. And I think for this, I mean, it doesn't even sound like an NXT title main event, I'm not going to lie. I like both of these guys, but it's crazy how, I don't know, it just feels different. But nonetheless, I like Almas too.
Different because for a couple of months ago, Almas was jobbing left and right, and out of all of a sudden we were Takeover Brooklyn. He beat Gargano randomly and shit. Yeah, I get that. I get that vibe too.
Yeah, and with Drew McIntyre, he's fine and all, but I'm talking about in terms of star power. We go from guys like Balor and Joe, Nakamura to this. Nothing against McIntyre and Almas, but come on. And but the thing is, it's NXT, so I don't take it it's not a bad thing. It's supposed to be developmental and stuff, and Almas is a developmental kind of character, even though obviously he's known for his work in New Japan, but I think he's better on NXT, to be honest. Him without a mask. Almas, he wore a mask, right? Before he got here.
Almas, here's the thing about Andrade La Sombra, right? That was his gimmick before.
Yeah.
He was CMLL. So you gotta remember, New Japan and CMLL had this working relationship. Like they have right now with Ring of Honor. So normally, La Sombra was a CMLL guy. He just go to New Japan off and off, what have you, right? That was always the thing with him. So, I get what you're saying. Yeah, he was wearing a mask. But I think now he had this swagger to him now.
Yeah, he's better. Mm-hmm.
You know
at first he came in as a face and it didn't make sense. There's nothing to like about the guy, to be honest. And so him being a heel and having a manager now fucking helps a lot. It'll be crazy if he actually doesn't win. That'll be some type of shocking shit. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't see it happening. I think McIntyre retains.
I heard, but again, I think McIntyre will retain. Keep this in mind, like I said earlier, dude. As we speak right now, there's a championship match and going over right now San Antonio between again Adam Cole and Drew McIntyre with Shawn Michaels as the referee. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens.
I'm pretty sure McIntyre retained.
I think so too. I think so too.
I don't think.
Imagine breaking news tomorrow. You wake up, Adam Cole, the new NXT champion. We'll see. Anywho, moving right along here. We have the Fatal 4-Way between Ember Moon versus Kairi Sane, who won the Mae Young Classic, Nikki Cross, and Peyton Royce They're not going to be competing for, let's face it, Asuka's championship. It's Asuka's title. She never lost the belt. Come on. It's Asuka's title. End of the day, right? So, it's going to be a good match all you want. I'm not denying that. But real talk again, they need a heel champion. All right? So, I'm going to go here with the best option. That's Peyton Royce.
Wow, really?
I'm going with Peyton Royce. Because, again, yeah, you want to see Kairi Sane get the belt. But I feel like there's money in Kairi Sane, her chasing the champion. You get what I mean?
All right. Well,
and and right now, who do you put the belt on? You're not going to put it on Sonya Deville. You're not doing that. Fuck that. Else would have been in this match. You're not going to put it on Ember Moon, who, again, makes more money chasing the belt than becoming the champion as well. Nikki Cross is just there. Again, talented all you want. But it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I honestly think, now that I look at this match, that's a weird match. I don't know who could really win, but it would make sense for a heel to win, so that, because eventually Kairi Sane's gonna win that title. I just don't think it should be right now, because she just started, right? So you don't want that to happen. She could have a match at Mania or something, at the Takeover before Mania or some shit like that. Ember Moon, I thought she would be promoted by now. And it doesn't make sense for her to really have the belt at this point. She probably should have been the one to beat Asuka, because it made no sense if Asuka vacating the title without really losing to anyone. If it was anyone, it could have been Ember Moon. So it just kind of feels weird if she wins it now. But I think she's most likely going to win it. But Nikki Cross, she's all right with me, but I don't see her as a champion. I don't know. It just feels weird. I just don't think she'll be a champion. And as far as, although it'll be interesting, Nikki Cross would be literally the wild card out of all this. Peyton Royce looks like the one that least likely is going to win, but I feel like they could let her win, to be honest. Like you said, she could play as a good heel on NXT. I don't see Peyton Royce really moving up out of all these, because Kairi's saying, you want to groom her for the future. So she can challenge for the belt. Nikki Cross, I don't really see much in her as champ. And Ember Moon, I feel like she'll be gone soon, as in like going up to the main roster. So Peyton Royce, she has Billie Kay on her side. They come a long way. They were jobbers, baby. They were jobbers at the beginning, but now there's probably you probably can do something with them now. Now that Asuka's gone, you might be able to pull off a Peyton Royce title reign, believe it or not. And that's kind of weird to say, because I really don't dig them like that. But why not? I mean, fuck it. It's the most kind of logical choice right now. Doesn't make sense for anyone else to really win this match, now that I think about it.
I hear you, dude. I agree with you 100% here. I agree with you on that. So now we get the main event here. What everyone's like going crazy for right now, right? War Games coming up, the main event. You have the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong versus Sanity's Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane versus the Undisputed Era, which I still think is a ridiculous name, and Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. So, it's the two rings, the one cage, but this time, apparently, this cage match will not have a roof. I remember the WCW cage matches back in the War Games from WCW used to have a roof on top of both cages and shit like that. It's not going to have that. It's going to be just a regular two cage, the one ring, the one cage with no roof. Which honestly makes a lot of sense, because there's going to be a lot of tall motherfuckers in this match. The last thing you really want is to have one of these tall guys, like one of the Authors of Pain, when their head hits the roof. Like, what the hell? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know why people be bitching about that, to be honest. I mean, yeah, it's not the original War Games, but who cares? It's still fucking similar, pretty much, besides that.
I know, dude. I know. But that's pretty much... So I'm going to go, believe it or not, I'm going to go with the Undisputed Era.
Well, duh, they're the new stable. I would assume they'd win. That doesn't make sense for... I love the Authors Pain are pretty cool in my book now, but, I don't think they'll win, especially... Why they got Roderick Strong in it? Just to have... It's a 6-man, so it's like 3v3v3, just to have that. Insanity. They're the champs, right? This isn't even a title match. I just realized that. Sanity are the champions, right?
Currently, the champions, yeah.
And they're not going to defend the belt here. Interesting. So I guess you might as well let these, vanilla Mitches win it. Why not? I mean, it doesn't make any other sense. I don't know. Why not let the ROH group win?
Yeah. Why the hell not, Walter? Why the
I mean,
hell
it makes sense. You're trying to push these guys, right? Trying to make them like the new Shield, right? No, let me stop.
Don't say that, dude. Don't say that.
But you're trying to make them something. If you had that NXT Brooklyn ending and just to have them lose here, it makes no fucking sense.
A lot of stuff on this show doesn't make sense, Walter. Come on.
Actually, that is true.
A lot of stuff on this show doesn't make sense, but what the hell do we know, right? Anywho.
It doesn't make sense how Adam Cole's challenging McIntyre in a random house show, but he's in like some feud with some tag teams. Like I don't know what the fuck NXT is doing now.
Anywho, that's Takeover War Games. Again, just a one-match show, but we'll see what goes down.
One-match show looks like a no-match show.
No, it's still War Games. Come on, dude. Don't be that guy, Walter. Come on now. Come on, Walter.
That's on me because I don't watch NXT like that. But I'm serious. Like none of these matches, the War Games match is nice and all, but this show's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to surprise me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I know. You got to freaking lift up your skirt, if you will. I'm gonna have to.
McIntyre skirt.
The kilt. Okay, now let's get into Survivor Series 2017. By the way, this show will start at 7 p.m. A special start time. So we're getting a 4-hour pay-per-view, Walter. 4 hours.
Oh, my God. And then what about the pre-show? Don't tell me it's 2 hours.
I believe so as well, Walter.
Oh, my God. Who's going to watch that from 5 o'clock?
Excuse me?
I feel bad for you West Coast people. You guys actually watched that at 2 p.m.? Wait, let me see. Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern time for a pay-per-view.
Oh, baby. Shut up, Bear.
No, Eastern time. I mean Pacific time for a pre-show. 2 p.m. Pacific time for fucking pre-show.
I know. So that's the pay-per-view. So let's get into the pay-per-view. Let's get into this shit, all right? We're going to wrap up this show just a little bit anyway. We have the pre-show. We have Enzo Amore, everyone's favorite cruiserweight, the real champion in the room. How are you doing, Walter? Versus Kalisto. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Match of the century right there.
What is up, Salrex Gaming? Guys, again, if you are a YouTuber, a podcaster, you want awesome layouts and logos done for your channel, your podcast, hit him up. Does amazing artwork, which, by the way, there will be a new TEAMHEEL podcast logo in the works. So keep your eyes and ears peeled when that drops, thanks to the good homie, the Salrex Gaming himself. So just keep your eyes peeled for that as well, all right? But yeah, dude, the real, and I'm going to say this too. I know I didn't say this, but I'm going to say this right now too as well. I'm going to say this shit right now. I personally feel that Survivor Series will be the better show from TakeOver. If I didn't say it now, I'm going to say it again. It's amazing how this card went from 0 to hero in just a matter of a week. Literally, okay? Literally, okay? But anywho, Kalisto versus Enzo Amore. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I don't really care. Hopefully Enzo wins. That's how you... Here's the thing about it. Enzo's supposed to be the box office, right? He's supposed to be the must-see champion, whatever, right? He's supposed to bring that title back to relevancy and shit, but yet it's on the fucking pre-show.
Well, to be honest, compared to all these matches, he does deserve the pre-show right now. Because, like, everything's Raw versus SmackDown. This is the only match that's not Raw versus SmackDown. So it makes no sense to really have this match even to begin with. We already saw this match already. So who cares? You know? We probably know Enzo's going to win this match, too. Why is Kalisto getting another shot? This is so random. Why didn't they do, like, a Cruiserweight title, like, elimination Survivor Series match? I mean, a Cruiserweight, not title, but, have an elimination match with the Cruiserweights. That's how you know they don't give a shit about the division. You didn't even have, like, I don't care about it even if you did that match, but at least show that you care
about this division. I'll be honest, and I agree with you on that. To me, the Cruiserweight doesn't have to be defended on every fucking pay-per-view. It doesn't.
Exactly.
Especially
that's their Cruiserweight match.
Exactly. You showcase all the guys. You put them all on the card, right? You put
Why
them all
didn't
on
you
the
have
card.
Team Enzo versus Team Kalisto? What the fuck? What was so hard about that?
Yeah, you have the Zoe train, right? You have Enzo, Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, fucking
Jack
Noam Dar.
Gallagher.
No, Noam Dar and Mustafa Syria Ali, or who the fuck his name is.
What? You know their names. I don't know their names either, so I don't know how you came up with four. I mean, and Kalisto's team could be what?
Arya Davari. Arya Davari.
And who will
Sorry.
Kalisto have? How many faces do they have in that division? They don't have a lot of faces.
Kalisto, Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann.
Oh yeah, that's why I forgot.
That's all they have right now.
Yeah,
They have more heel than faces right now in that division. I mean, you could have added James Ellsworth. Why the hell not? Yeah? They could have added James Ellsworth to that division.
They really could have. Why did? Yeah, if you took like Enzo's nice and all, but see, even the blender don't give a shit about the cruiserweight division.
The blender's back, yo. Walter's blender.
It only comes back with the relevant matches. But seriously, fucking Enzo, like, yeah, why not put Ellsworth in that division? Now that I think about it, fuck it, right? Instead of having like some type of elimination match for these cruiserweights, you're just gonna have this same old match. Like, thank God this is the pre-show.
Yeah. So I'm going with Enzo here.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it doesn't make sense for Kalisto to win.
What about you, Blender?
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Enzo because, you know, Enzo's the real champ. He's the certified champ.
Oh, Blend, yeah.
Only the blender can stop Enzo at this point.
Okay, the blender will stop Enzo. Okay. We then have here the first of many interpromotional matches on this card. Let's be real about it. This is fucking bragging rights, okay? This is bragging rights 2017. But impressively, okay? We have The Miz, who is the current Intercontinental Champion, versus the current SmackDown's U.S. Champion, Baron Corbin. I'll be honest, my only critique of this match, and I guess some of the other matches as well amongst champions, that lack of interaction. You mean to tell me that Miz or Baron Corbin could not have popped up over on Raw or SmackDown and confronting one another? Like, yeah, like what they've done building up to this match, they use social media. They grab like their smartphone, they record it in portrait mode, right? And they post it to fucking Facebook or Twitter, calling each other out and shit. Which is cool because, yeah, you're using social media nowadays, but it's like, it's just so like cliche and bush league. That being said, I'm gonna go with Baron Corbin. I think Corbin will get the win.
Yeah, man, Miz has been eating a lot of pinfalls lately. I'm kind of worried. But you don't want to kind of ruin Corbin like the eater. I would pick the Miz all the way. But I guess the blend is bad luck, so I'm going to go with Corbin, even though the Miz got that Miztourage. Don't be surprised if Miz kind of pulls up some type of win, though. But like I said, same thing, man. There's not really a lot of build-up to at least, I'll say at least only 2 of these matches, maybe 3. Yeah, I think 3 at best. Just 3 matches that don't really have build-up. And those are all title champion versus champions matches, because you couldn't even invade. Like, yeah, they didn't have really any feud, like any build-up. It's kind of weird. Like, I understand they're separate brands, but it doesn't make sense. You know how you're just gonna feud in social media, especially when you're changing title matches like in the last minute. That ruins everything, kind of.
Tell me about it. You then have here Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, the women's match. Okay? Team Raw is Alicia Fox, the captain, Nia Jax, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. Where the Team of SmackDown is Becky Lynch, who's the captain, Carmella, Naomi, Tamina, and apparently a person to be determined, because apparently the 5th member was supposed to be Charlotte, but Charlotte won the SmackDown Women's title this past Tuesday night on SmackDown over Natalya. It's a mystery opponent. Some people are saying Paige. I think Nikki Bella will come back and join Team SmackDown.
Or if it's Brie Bella.
And I think at the end of it all, Team Raw will get the win. Because you're not pinning Asuka. Hell no.
Asuka could lose by count out or some shit. Or by DQ. That's what they're going to do.
They're not gonna do that.
They
No,
always
no.
do that. They do that they did it with Braun Strowman and I think Rusev at one point.
Yeah, but come on, this is fucking Asuka though. This is
Come
no
on,
one's ready for Asuka.
she's gonna get herself disqualified. That's what's gonna fucking happen. But I
Think
mean,
so?
yeah, dude, Team SmackDown's gonna win this. Look at this. Look at their roster here. Actually, no. Hold up.
All right, Team Blue.
Never mind. Now I'm going with Team Raw. I changed my mind.
What about the blender? Blender.
The blender.
Wait. I had the wrestling blender. I'm gonna go with this wrestling blender. Get the fuck out of here, Sherry.
I'm gonna go with Team Raw because I picked Baron Corbin earlier, and it has to be
Baron Corbin earlier.
Remember, these you can't pick if you pick like a lot of Raw people to win or a lot of SmackDown people to win. That's not gonna even out. You gotta even out these matches.
Dude.
There's 7 matches. They're trying to see whoever reaches the 4 matches wins the whole thing, right? The bragging rights. I don't fucking know.
I know. Anyway,
I'm going by.
Okay. We then have the second champion versus champion match. We have Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair. I'm gonna say this. This is a match I look forward to because you know what? It's a match I've been wanting to see for a while. I don't know about you. You know when Charlotte went to SmackDown, everyone thought, okay, we're gonna probably when Alexa Bliss went to Raw, everyone thought, oh, we're gonna get the match with Charlotte, but no. They surprised everyone during the shakeup when Charlotte went over to SmackDown and not Sasha Banks. But nonetheless, we're getting the match now. And I think, again, with the whole publicity of the 30 for 30 special from Ric Flair, they're going to give this match to Charlotte.
Charlotte just won the title.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't make sense for her to lose like that. Alexa Bliss, she's nice and all, but at the end of the day, there's only one female that they really like the most. Alexa Bliss, they really do like too. But Charlotte, at the end of the day, she is literally the queen because she is really that division kind of in terms of, in general, like the whole WWE. I think they like to revolve that around Charlotte, not just because she's Flair, but, they see something in her. Oh, yeah, it's because she's a Flair too. And yeah, with that whole Ric Flair interaction, it's only appropriate, and I don't mind it because why not? So Team SmackDown, they already have 2 matches down right there.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. You know what, too? You know what? Also, there have been talks of Carmella cashing in, not just on Charlotte, but on Alexa, from what I've been hearing.
She could do that. I thought she was only eligible for the blue brand.
I mean, this whole thing where she pins both women at the same time.
What the fuck? Why would you unify the belts?
I don't know, dude. That's what I've been hearing as well. One of the plans.
Weird. I don't think Carmella cashes in until Royal Rumble time or some shit.
I know, but imagine though.
Oh yeah, she could. I think this is where she cashes in. Actually, now that I think about it, because what if Charlotte just beats Alexa and Alexa gets mad or some shit? I don't know, but if you can have Charlotte win, then that means if Charlotte's gonna lose to Carmella in a Money in the Bank cash, she should at least win the match. So
I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. I just hope they don't make Carmella and the Worth and Natalia the Baron Corbin of the women's division,
Oh my god.
I know.
What happened to Natalia? So she's really not going to be on this card?
Nope.
That's pretty sad.
Maybe she should be on Team SmackDown. Who the hell knows?
That's what I'm saying. I thought she would be on Team SmackDown since Charlotte's going to do her own shit now.
I don't know, dude, but we'll see. We then have The Shield versus the New Day.
Really?
I'll be honest, dude. I'll be honest. I'm not big into this match. I don't know why, but I should be, but I'm not.
It's a mismatch, man.
Yeah, it's a mismatch. You know what's gonna happen here.
I like the New Day and all, but
they're not badasses though. They're just a comedy skit.
It's not that they're not badasses. They're just not as built up as the Shield is now. Yeah,
not even that, dude. Mm-hmm. It's not 2 years ago. You know what I mean? When the New Day just broke into the scene. You get what I mean? When they came in, when they busted into the scene, they even the right phrase. When they jumped on the scene 2 years ago, there was talk about the New Day Bootios and New Day rocks and New Day sucks, and they were a good heel act while the Shield were gone, right? Now the Shield's back. It's like the Shield, they look like badasses, if you will. And it just feels like a mismatch to me. I'm sorry.
To you.
What do you think, Walter?
Yeah, it's a little mismatch, but I know the match is going to be good, I would assume. And that's why I don't care really. Yeah, it's not really the best matchup, but these, to be honest, these are two of the most popular stables in recent years. So I don't have a problem with the match. And yeah, it looks kind of a mismatch, but at the end of the day, how much of a mismatch is it really? Because at the end of the day, I think this match is going to be pretty good, and it should be good. Obviously, the Shield are going to win, in my opinion. Just, I don't know. It'd be weird to see the New Day win. Who would take the pinfall on the Shield? Probably Dean Ambrose. I don't even know.
Nah, it's be Roman Reigns, bro. Roman Reigns.
You out of your damn mind. But yeah, the Shield are gonna win. But hopefully they pull up some type of good match. You know,
we'll see.
Have some. So we have to keep tally. So it's even right now, 2-2.
I guess
for my predictions at least.
I got Corbin. I got I got Team Raw. Right. I have here Carmella doing a cash. Charlotte with the cash from Carmella, right?
You have the Shield, so that's 2-2.
Then I have the Shield 2-2, and I have two for Raw, 2 for SmackDown. So now we get into the other champion versus champion match. God damn it, yeah! These fucking champion versus champion matches. We have we have here the Bar, Cesaro, and Sheamus versus the Usos. So I think, really, to be honest here, I was more anticipating for Rollins and Ambrose versus the Usos.
I think everyone was.
But I'm not saying this match will. I think this will be probably one of those sleeper matches that people sleep on and shit.
This is definitely a sleeper match. I think it will be.
You know what I mean? I think these two teams will go out there, just literally blow the roof off the building. I think they'll tear the house down. My only question here is, who's the babyface? Who's the heel here? It's the Uso Penitentiary versus the Bar. Will the Bar jailbreak out of the Uso Penitentiary? I don't even know. I'm going with the Usos, though. I don't know why, but I'm going with the Usos.
Going with the Usos. So this match really depends on how who's gonna win the next match. We'll talk about after, most likely, believe it or not. So this is interesting. I want to go with the Usos, but I think, hold up, because I kind of have to predict 2 matches in a way if I'm going to do this. You know what, why not? Yeah, why not? Fuck it, right? I'm going to go with the Usos as well. I'm going with the Usos. But the reason why I think this match, this could be a pretty good match. I think people aren't, I understand Ambrose and Rollins aren't going to face the Usos. I would have liked that matchup as well, but it's because I saw the fucking, I don't know why. It was on YouTube and I just had to click on it. Remember they had that Raw versus SmackDown tag team division last year?
Yeah, both teams that stood, they're the last team that outstood.
And they were the last 2 teams, and that was actually a pretty good ending sequence. So it's crazy how they're the champs now. So, this match could be pretty good. I'm going to give it a shot. So, I think the worst match in the card is looking like The Miz and Corbin. Nothing against them, but or Bliss and Flair. I'm not counting the pre-show match. We know that ain't going to be shit. But I'm going with the Usos, too.
All right. We then have here Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles, WWE Champion versus Universal Champion here, or vice versa. Listen.
Oh, that's not main eventing?
No, you know what's main eventing, bro. Come on.
Oh, yeah, I know what's
you know what's main eventing this show. Come on, bro. You know what's main eventing.
I thought Lesnar always main events.
Please, bro, please. Come on, man. Come on.
We got everything then.
We got the All Stars in the 5-on-5. You know, Robert SmackDown, man. We got the All Stars, bro. Okay.
We don't got gender there.
Now you know what? I get people want to see AJ versus Brock. It's a dream match as well. AJ will carry Brock to a good match. All that, I get that. But to say it's, I'll be real with you. A part of me wanted to see Jinder in that match. Not because Jinder is this talented fucking wrestler, all the hell you. Which, by the way, speaking of Jinder Mahal, apparently they've canceled a bunch of the India shows during the India tour because of the lack of ticket sales. So now they're going to have only one show. And in that one show, it's going to be Jinder Mahal versus Triple H. So there you go. Keep this in.
And Jinder Mahal is gonna take a break from this Sunday's pay-per-view. Good for him.
I don't even. Maybe so.
But maybe he doesn't have a match.
He'd do a rematch, bud. He'd do a rematch after all. So I'll say, you know what, dude? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. I still think Jinder Mahal will go into WrestleMania as WWE champion.
Maybe that'd be horrible, but maybe.
So with this match, though, people are gonna be mad. But yeah, it could be probably like a 5 or 7 minute match. I understand that. But yeah, AJ will carry Brock to a good match, better than Punk did, I think, in 2013 SummerSlam. But that being said, I'm going with Brock here.
No, I'm gonna give it 10 minutes. Hopefully, hopefully it's 10 minutes. Maybe not, but that's gonna be because that Punk match was really good, man. It's gonna be hard to top it. But I know AJ Styles is the only wrestler that could probably top this. So,
no, bro, come on.
Obviously, Lesnar's winning.
You know who could top this match, dude? Roman, bro. Roman Reigns, baby. The big dog.
He did have a good match with Lesnar, but I'm not intrigued in another match with Lesnar and Roman. Please don't do that in 34.
Yeah, they are no, babe. No.
Please don't do that. Okay, so Lesnar and Styles should be. I think it should be a good match. That's why I like this card, because I feel like a lot of matches have potential here, and this is. Even though it's going to be short, I think it has somewhat potential. Look, obviously with Jinder Mahal, the only thing that I would like that if he was kept in this match is because his size. He has kind of the size to compete with Lesnar. That's the only thing that I see positive out of a Mahal-Lesnar matchup. But it was a joke. No one really... Mahal's just not credible enough, at least to some people, clearly, if he had to lose this title already to Styles on a random SmackDown. Think about it. So, I wouldn't call this a dream match. I don't know who the fuck's saying this is a dream match. I don't even think anyone ever talked about this type of match.
Bruh. Smarks.
Like, honestly, dream matches with Lesnar, you're not going to get that nowadays. Lesnar kind of just wrestles limited. But if anyone's going to bring the best out of Lesnar, you would assume Styles will. So, hopefully... It is a good match somewhat. And Lesnar's going to retain, obviously. So we're tied. We got the 3-3 tie.
I know. But again, dude, I'm going to go here with I'm going to go with Brock. I feel like there's the money on Brock, obviously. And
money. Everyone goes with Brock.
Exactly. But again, it'll be a good match. It'll be a good match. All the hell you want, okay? And then we get the main event. We get the main event of the evening here. The 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. The men's Team Raw is Kurt Angle with the captain, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and the return of Triple H, who, by the way, was supposed to be Jason Jordan, but Triple H pedigreed Jason Jordan on Raw in the middle of the ring in front of Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's a messed up father, yo, for real. How you gonna let another man pedigree your son in the middle of the ring and not do anything about it, dude? Versus Team SmackDown's Shane McMahon, who's a captain, who's also the SmackDown Live commissioner, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the return of free agent John Cena.
Free agent?
Yeah, he's a free agent. Brady, no, he's a free agent.
I knew he was a free agent. Why he gotta join sides? He could choose any side. Is he gonna stay with SmackDown or Raw, man? He can do anything he wants. What the fuck is fucking John Cena?
Bro, he's a free agent, dude. Free agent.
And Triple H is just a Raw guy?
I don't know, dude, but yeah. Just think of the match you're going to see here, dude. We're going to see Samoa Joe and John Cena. We're going to see Finn Balor, John Cena. Finn Balor, Nakamura. Triple H, Nakamura. Triple H, Bobby Roode.
Triple H, Bobby Roode. I think that's the one that's going to surprise you. They're like, what? They're going to have that Spider-Man meme.
I know, right?
The Spider-Man being like, "Oh, wait, we're each other. What the fuck?" I'm seeing duplicates.
I know. There's gonna be.
What
I
about
think.
what about the age difference in this match?
Oh, dude, people are complaining. Oh my god, everyone age range is like mid 30s to 40. Holy crap, what's wrong
Yeah,
with them?
the youngest is Braun Strowman.
Where's the young talent, Walter? Where's the young talent, bro?
Like the young talent, we don't need them. Triple H is all we need. Jason Jordan was your young talent. They said fuck that. They didn't want Jason Jordan, so they have no right to complain.
No
Y'all
matter it
don't have
is,
a
too.
single right to complain about these young talent. Once they get that star power like these talent do, then I don't know.
You know
Then
what it
we're
is, dude.
we're talking. But
You know what it is, dude. Like they had the plan, but they really like, yo, no one's gonna give a shit about this show. And you know what it is, too, bro. They're tired of of NXT beating up the main roster every single time coming these weekends and shit, right? So they need to do something to get people to watch Survivor Series here, and this is it. We're getting the return of Triple H for one man. And you think about it too. The question is here: who's going to cause who the match? Because you could have on Raw, you could have Jason Jordan cause Team Raw the match for not being picked for Team Raw, or you could have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come out and cause Team SmackDown Live the match.
yeah, I feel like there's gonna be multiple interferences, especially from Owens and Zayn. Because how are you not gonna have them on the show? Well, at least Owens, because you kind of built this guy, kind of. Zayn, you turned him heel, so you had to do something with him, obviously. And they're like kind of a tag team who are frustrated. So yeah, you're gonna have interferences from this match for sure.
Also, I'm going to say this too. There's two WrestleMania matches I could see happening after all of this. Either Triple H Kurt Angle or Triple H Shane McMahon. Honestly, I would rather see Triple H Shane McMahon. Because there's like
Shane McMahon.
but bro, see that. But the thing about it, I'm watching Raw. Like, dude, I'm watching Raw this. I'm watching Raw this past Monday, and I see Triple H and Kurt in the middle of the ring. Like, holy crap, yo! It's Triple H and Kurt Angle. The feud continues on from many years ago, but this time they're both wearing suits. Like, come on.
Well, they were wearing suits during one of their promos too.
Yeah, but now, like, fast forward all these years, that they're both
I
wearing
know.
suits. You know what I
Triple
mean?
H and Kurt Angle. I'm sorry, man. That is an anticipated match. I don't care what anyone says. I think that's definitely gonna be a Mania match.
How about Rassi Shane though, bro? Shane versus Triple H.
Shane and Triple H would be nice too. You're right. I don't
Shane
know, man.
though, bro.
You got multiple options. That's a good thing.
I know we do. I know we do, bro. I know we do. But
Make
that
it a
being
triple
said,
threat.
That being said, I see the winner being. I don't even know, bro. I say it goes to Team Raw.
It's gonna be Team Raw. There's no ways. I
Team
mean,
Raw.
yeah, they invaded SmackDown and all last week or whatever on SmackDown, but come on, man.
I know. I'm going
Triple
Team Raw.
H literally made that team better. Completely.
Of course, dude.
And yes, Finn Balor's to me the odd one out of everyone, believe it or not. You could say Strowman maybe, but because SmackDown honestly could be a better team. Just because I don't know, you got Nakamura there too, but I don't know how the pinfalls are gonna go. Who's gonna get eliminated first? Because everyone's good. I feel like I don't know who would get eliminated first. Honestly, I don't want to predict it because they're all talented in this match. At least somewhat. Who's gonna be the sole survivors in Team Raw? It's gonna be Triple H and Kurt Angle.
I guarantee you, dude. No, honestly, dude, I guarantee he's gonna be for Team Raw.
Yeah, it's gonna be Triple H and Kurt Angle.
It'll be Finn Balor, dude. Finn Balor.
Oh my hell no! He's gonna be the first one out. I think him or Joe. Nothing against Joe. I think Joe will last. I think Strowman's gonna get eliminated. I think Kane's gonna interfere in this match. Now that I think about it.
Maybe so.
Kane's gonna interfere. Yep, you're gonna have multiple interferences, and that's how Strowman gets out or some shit.
Yeah. Now we get them. Now before that's not Survivor Series. Again, I think Survivor Series will be the better show, but we'll find out tomorrow how Takeover War Games ends up being. But before we wrap up the show here, I want to give a quick little news that we didn't cover earlier in the day regarding David Otunga, dude. David Otunga and Jennifer Hudson are finally split.
Oh man.
So people reported this week that WWE announcer David Otunga and singer Jennifer Hudson have ended their 10-year relationship. Hudson also filed for a protective order against Otunga. The two have an 8-year-old son together, David Jr. They have been in the process of ending their relationship for a number of months. Hudson's rep told people in a statement today, Jennifer requested and received a protective order against her ex-fiance. Jennifer's actions are solely taken in the best interest of their son, the statement concluded. Otunga's lawyer released a statement also in response. This is what the lawyer had to say, and quote, okay? David Otunga has been trying to negotiate the terms of an amicable parenting agreement with Miss Hudson for several weeks now. However, when it became apparent to Miss Hudson that Mr. Otunga would be the parent granted residential care of that Mr. Otunga would be the parent granted residential care of the child, in other words, full custody of the child. As a result, Mr. Otunga being the child's primary caregiver, while Miss Hudson pursues her career all over the world, Miss Hudson decided to file a meritless petition for order of protection in an effort to gain an unfair advantage in the custody dispute. As a result of Mr. Otunga's career in WWE, Miss Hudson felt that she could give an award-winning performance in court to portray herself as the victim. Mr. Otunga has never abused or harassed Miss Hudson or their son. It's unfortunate, especially in today's climate, that she would feel the need to make these false allegations against him. Mr. Otunga looks forward to his day in court and in being awarded the residential care of the party's only child, the statement concluded. So in other words, they're fighting for child custody. That's the suck, yo. Can you imagine being this little boy, yo, being 8 years old and seeing your parents that you think love each other and shit are fighting for the custody of you? Like, can you imagine that, dude?
Yeah, this is crazy.
Like, yo, no child should go through that. I'm sorry. No child should go through that. I'm sorry. Okay, that's just my take on that overall, okay?
That's a crazy fucking case there. That 8-year-old kid is, yeah.
Now, there's, go on.
No, I'm saying that 8-year-old kid is just, I mean, didn't they say he was like some type of makeup artist or some shit?
Who?
I don't know what they said about the kid, but,
dude, the kid's 8 years old. How the hell is he a makeup artist? He's 8 years old, dude.
I don't fucking know. They said some bullshit. I was reading earlier in the day.
An 8-year-old as a makeup artist. What the fuck, dude?
That's what I read.
Whatever you're smoking,
look at the story. That's what I read earlier. I swear, it says it right there. Let me try to find it. I'm not even going to try to find it, but I know I saw some bullshit about 8-year-old makeup artists.
Dial out of here, dude. Get the hell out of here.
I can't be the only one that saw that. No way. But I feel bad because I don't want to say Jennifer Hudson's pulling some bullshit, and I don't know, man. I'm not trying to say she's lying, but I think she's, I don't know.
Well, there's more. Well, there's more, dude.
There's more to it.
Regarding Otunga's status with WWE, TMZ reports that he will not be working the panels at Sunday's Survivor Series pay-per-view. Otunga is reportedly taking Sunday off to focus on his child custody battle with Hudson. TMZ also reported that Otunga recently confronted Hudson and accused her of secretly dating music producer Male Music. Hudson denied the relationship, but Otunga believes she and Male have been dating for months. Male and Hudson reportedly met a few years back when she hired him to perform at a party, but they became friends, and then I've been in the studio together several times. Police have opened a domestic battery investigation, and it's classified as a misdemeanor. Hudson's protective order claims Otunga has exhibited aggressive, threatening, and harassing behavior towards me. She added that he is now living in fear for further action David might take. This is so much shit going on, dude. I'm not gonna read all of this. I'm not gonna read all of this, but you kind of get the gist.
Hopefully they resolve that.
Hopefully
They
do.
could both get some type of agreement. Because I mean, this whole custody shit, I think it's not really worth it. Unless David Otunga really did some stupid shit, then yeah, he's fucked. But if it's nothing really that serious, then what the fuck? I mean, I can understand if you guys aren't good on relationship terms, you had to split, but don't make the kids suffer now.
Exactly, dude. That's what I was saying too. Well, dude, again, we'll see what goes on with that. But this week, again, is gonna be crazy. Takeover, Summer Survivor Series. I'll be doing a Takeover War Games review after the show, probably later on in the night, literally tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We'll be doing Walter. You're gonna be available Sunday, right? You'll be available Sunday night.
Yeah, most likely.
So me and you will get on here Sunday and review Survivor Series, our pay-per-view review on the channel. We're probably gonna take some live calls. We'll keep you guys posted on that. All right. But guys, it's been awesome. Thank you all for tuning in this week. You can follow the Team Heel Podcast on Twitter at Team Heel Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at Heel Steven. If you're on the channel right now, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button down below. If you want to help support this podcast, head over to iTunes, Stitcher, give us a 5-star rating review, and give us a positive review. It really does help out the podcast in the long run as far as iTunes and Stitcher is concerned. All right. Also, download the podcast on, Google Play Music and also over at TuneIn Radio. We're no longer on SoundCloud, just saying. All right. Okay, cuz.
Yep. You can follow me on Twitter at HeyWalter. Troll my teams there.
The Giants lost again, dude.
Not the Knicks. What am I saying? The Knicks did lose today, unfortunately, but you can't really troll on them. They're actually doing pretty better than I expected. And the Giants, they lost to a team that haven't won a game until that day. So that's how you know shit's bad. They cleaning house though. It's fine. Let them tank. But yeah, just let them tank. I can't believe I'm saying this is one of the worst seasons ever that I've ever seen. So this is pretty shit. So yeah, you can, once again, just follow me there, and as well, always check out the podcast. Don't matter. You can't say you can't check out the podcast when we're on YouTube. Literally, if you got YouTube Red, you don't even have to have the video on. So exactly. Yeah, you can always check us out there.
All right, y'all. Again, his Twitter links in the description box of the YouTube stream, YouTube video, and that's it for us, guys. We'll be back next week for more. Episode 221, and we are out like Janice Titties, y'all. Peace the fuck out, everybody. Peace out, mother flowers.